Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here, and I am very excited to bring you the first offseason in our Boston Red Sox franchise. We'll have some decisions to make. Our staff, I think, is fine. Um, Part of me wants to fire Alex Cora and get a better head coach. Yeah, I think I got to. That's fine. So, we're not looking for a manager. That's the first decision we're going to make. Dave Roberts. Who is he the manager for? He's won 2 World Series. 7 championship appearances, 10 postseason appearances, 4 pennants won. He's won 968 games. I kind of think he's the Dodgers coach. Oh, he's Japanese American. Interesting. Yes, he is the current manager for the Dodgers, so that would be a good pickup for us. Stephen Yang. Anybody else interesting? Oh, really, are there any names I recognize? Stephen Vaught is a manager for. He's a former player. I don't know who he manages though. He might be the A's manager. I think we're gonna go after David Roberts. If our goal is to win, why not go after someone that's won 2 World Series? 3 years, $25 million. We'll give him a little bit more than that because we don't have to hire another coach. So we'll get him to $9 million a year. He is quite interested in us. This obviously would be the first major thing in our our first major offseason thing. Okay, as far as contracts go, no. I am not tendering a qualifying offer to him because I'm not paying him that much for another year. He really wasn't bad, and he did get better this year. So I don't know, maybe it's worth it. He's winning the I don't know if anybody will sign him though, that's the thing. I guess I'll go ahead and tender it. I'm not doing that for anybody else though. They can have Aroldis Chapman's dumbass. So 3 of our relievers then we will be letting walk. Paul Seafold got better somehow. He was awful in the playoffs. He really wasn't that good overall. Aroldis Chapman has gotten worse. He also wasn't great. We moved him out of the closing role. So, yeah. Let's look at the roster, though, and I will kind of discuss my strategy. So, we've got our top 3 guys. Detmer's proved enough that he can stay around. And then the last guy, we've got Whitlock, Buehler, Bello. It'll be some combination of that for the rotation. Bello didn't have a great year last year. Whitlock didn't start much, and Buehler didn't really either. They kind of were more at the end. Luis Rodriguez, a rookie from last year, will also probably be pushing towards the end of the year to be a part of the team. So that's also there. We've also got Quinn Priester, who was our top pitching prospect before the draft. And then all of these guys that are probably a long ways away. Bullpen is going to need help. It needed help anyway, but Sewald, Chapman are gone. Adams is gone, I think. He's got arbitration next year, so he'll be back. Matt Moore's gone, which he wasn't playing anyway. We need a closer. Closer is priority number one. We've got to get a good closer, and we've got to fix the bullpen. That's really priority number one. Next. So, Christian Campbell, I've already discussed. He will be on the roster next year. Nick Senzel's gone, so I don't care about that. Shortstop, Marcelo Mayer probably. I don't know. We'll see how spring training goes. Duran and Yoshida are still here. Roman Anthony will be on the roster next year. And we may look to make some improvements in the outfield in free agency. Rafaela really wasn't very good, batting average wise. Duran and Yoshida obviously were both very good. They just didn't do anything in the playoffs. Hamilton, I'm still not 100% sold on. He's getting better. He's 28, and Mayer is nearly as good as he is. And I really think I'm going to probably end up moving Bregman to third, have Campbell be the starting second baseman, which he got a contract extension with the Red Sox today, so shout outs to him, I guess. But yeah, Campbell will probably be the starting second baseman. Devers will be the DH. Bregman will be the third baseman. Costas will be at first. And then we'll go from there. That's kind of the plan. See if Dave Roberts agrees to. He has accepted our offer. So the Boston Red Sox have stolen the Dodgers manager, David Roberts. Welcome to the team. And the Marlins are offering us a trade. We probably don't want. No. I said we probably don't want it, and I was like, actually, Ryan Weathers isn't bad. But they have Luis Angel Acuna now. They're actually developing a fairly nice little young team here, which is strange considering they have nothing. They traded away one of their pitchers. Did they trade Sandy Alcantara away? No, he's still here. I don't know. But yeah, we're not doing that. I've already mentioned how Christian Campbell is part of our plans. So we do have a new manager. Yes, we would like to stop simulating. So here's our 40-man roster. Those are the people we're in danger of losing in the Rule 5 draft. Okay, go ahead. That's kind of my thoughts on that. Offer salary arbitration. So we need to do this first. Tender contracts to these people. And then we will be looking at free agency. There's a specific name up there that I'm very interested in if we can get them. So these contracts we will just renew instead of making a long-term deal. As they are cheap. I've got a lot of these, so I'm not going to show all of them. In fact, I will probably do all of that off screen and come back, and then you will see me come back. Salary arbitration. God, we've got a lot of guys eligible for arbitration. Of all of whom do we want? Duran, yes. He's already expensive. We'll just offer him arbitration and move on. He's going to get more, but whatever. What is his salary looking like? 12.5 a year. He did hit 23 home runs. Sure. We will offer him arbitration. So the way arbitration works, in case you don't know, is that you make them an offer of what you think they're worth, and then if they don't agree, they will go to an independent mediator, and they will discuss it, and then they will decide who to side with. They'll either make your offered salary, or they'll come to an agreement on something else. But again, as far as these are concerned, I'll go back and do the rest of them that I care about. What did Bernardino do last year? Oh, he's getting worse. Never mind. We've got to completely remake the bullpen. And he didn't even pitch last year. Okay. I'm just gonna offer him arbitration, and they'll. Okay, and then we will get into free agency. So, like I've said before, our biggest need. Yes, closer. Correct. I agree. Ryan Helsley, which he was a guy actually I talked about before. The first time uh I recorded the trade deadline episode. Ryan Helsley was a guy that I actually acquired then, but I didn't do it this time because the trade didn't make sense. We do need bullpen help desperately. I also am a big Devin Williams fan, specifically because he throws a screwball, and I think that's hilarious. He's a former Rookie of the Year, three-time All-Star, two-time Reliever of the Year, so he would be a good addition. Um, Ryan Helsley throws gas. He's only 31. He had 42 saves last year for the Cardinals. Um, Former reliever of the year and a three-time All-Star. So that's a guy that's definitely on there. We will. Um, Closer, reliever, and can I set more than one? Yes, right fielder, and I'm doing that for a specific reason. Team needs. Let's just put pitcher. That does help him. Right-handed pitcher, that boosts his. Okay. So I can only do two team needs. And I have another player that I'm looking at. And it is Kyle Tucker. Yes, it would be us poaching another um it would be us poaching another former Astros player. I'm okay with that. Why? Cuz fuck him, that's why. He's very good, and he would be really really good in our outfield. Vladdy Jr. is he's losing a lot of what makes him good. He did not apparently have a very good year. Yeah, he only hit 20 home runs. That's the fewest he's hit since 2020 when he only played 60 games. So yeah, I'd kind of thought about him, but he's out now. I might look for a pitcher, but it won't be one of these top guys. Josh Naylor is a pretty interesting name. I would definitely be interested in him. And 32 home runs, 86 RBIs, 250 average. He used to be a pretty good on base guy. Bo Bichette is a fairly interesting name. Um, 23 homers, 75 RBIs. He was bad the year before, but he was good this year. I just don't really need a shortstop. Kyle Tucker, he is a left-handed bat, which fits our uh, which does fit our does fit Fenway very well. Dylan Cease has moved into a recommended free agent. In the interest of just getting some bullpen guys that aren't necessarily just closers, I don't want Jose Leclerc. I tried that with Aroldis Chapman on it out. Danny Colombe had a good year. He's getting worse. Luke Weaver, stealing a guy from the Yankees. Taylor Rogers, the Rogers that isn't a submarine pitcher. I will put Matt Strom on the list because an 85 overall bullpen arm, that's pretty nice. He was actually a closer last year for the Phillies. Uh, yeah, put you on the list. He's a left-handed pitcher, so that is not really boosted. So Ryan Helsley does want to go to a contender, and we are considered underdogs. So that doesn't help. Okay, we will lock in the changes for that. I will be back in a second. I'm going to tender these contracts and offer salary arbitration to guys. Y'all don't want to watch all that because it's going to be long and tedious. So I'll be back. Okay, contracts tendered, arbitration offered. Uh, they are going to side with Duran, and actually, they're probably going to side with most of these people in the arbitration, but whatever. So we've done that. We've done our first round of free agency. Helsley, Tucker, Matt Strom. If I had to pick, I'd take Helsley. Just you can look at our bullpen; it is terrible. We have the 28th ranked bullpen in Major League Baseball. So we will sim ahead and just see. Yes. So nothing came up really from that. No, I'll let the Orioles go after that. So they don't have much of a motivation to sign with us. The Helsley has got interest from the Mets and the Brewers. The Giants have got interest in Kyle Tucker. We don't have any information on Matt Strom yet, and there's not really anything I can do about that right now. So hey, no. Yes. Their motivation to sign is at like 20%. $5 years is the most I can offer them, and I don't even know if I can. That's the most I can give is 18.75 million per year, and it's going to leave us with hardly any budget still. He's not going to sign us. I can tell you that with 100% certainty. He will not sign that. Yep, I knew it. He's going to the Yankees. Well, Ryan Helsley is a Yankee. That's the first big signing. Dylan Cease re-signs with the Padres. Framber Valdez goes to the Orioles. Vladdy Jr. is replacing Josh Naylor in Arizona as he is now a Diamondback. I kind of like that signing for the Diamondbacks. Well, we're locked out of free agency right now, so I can't offer anything else. A lot of the major pieces are off the board when it comes to free agency. Kyle Tucker is at a 17% motivation to sign. Matt Strom is at 23%. I don't really know. Devin Williams is coming onto the board as well. Yeah, they're boosted. I do still want Kyle Tucker, but I don't see us being able to get him. No. Arbitration negotiations, inter contracts. Yeah, I've still got some guys here, but I wasn't. They have deep potential. I wasn't going out of my way to do that. Devin Williams, he's got a 29% motivation to sign. I'll give you that long-term support and a lot of money. That did boost it up a lot. I need somebody that doesn't care. He's going to the Braves. Okay. Devin Williams is going to the Braves. All right. Well, we need somebody that does not care that we are not contenders. Um. I'm so old. Kenley Jansen back. This has not been a very successful free agency so far. I figured we'd have more success. I mean, we're the Red Sox. Maybe we can get a decent reliever in the Rule 5 draft. I don't really like to use that as our main. All right, let's see where we're at with these free agents. Strom's at 32. Kyle Tucker's at 31. Problem is that their motivation is just not high, and I can't change it. Zach Gallen going back to Arizona, so they've had a very spending heavy offseason as they also brought in Vladdy Jr. Yes. Kyle Tucker still remains unsigned. I don't really know what I can do. We're going up with all of these people. Glacius has got interest in the Phillies, the Dodgers, and the Cardinals. Strom has got interest from the Phillies, the Giants, and the Braves. Kyle Tucker from the Giants and Twins, and we don't know the other one. So, yeah. I really, really hope that we don't. Okay, so here's some of the signings. Garrett Hampson to the Brewers. Zach Gallen to the Diamondbacks. We saw that. Isaiah Kiner Falafa to the A's. That's a very A's signing, although that's a lot of money for him. Marcell Ozuna, JT Realmuto go to the Padres. Ramon Laureano to the Rays. Eugenio Suarez to the Yankees. It's a very Yankee signing. Devin Williams, we already saw. Cedric Mullins is leaving Baltimore to go chase a ring. Josh Naylor is going to the Reds. That's a big signing for them. They needed a better first baseman. Gleyber Torres is going to Seattle. That's a big signing for them. Ryan Helsley. Bo Bichette going to the Pirates. Then we saw Framber Valdez, Vladdy Jr., and we, of course, brought back Walker Buehler for an exorbitant amount of money. I should have just freaking let him walk, but that's on me, I guess. Garrett Cole is going to the Angels for Nolan Schanuel and Chase Silseth. I don't know why either team would do this. The Angels are not contenders. What do you need Garrett Cole for? The Yankees are contenders. Why are you getting rid of Garrett Cole for Angels prospects? That's crazy. We'll just keep simming ahead. Draft lottery is not important to us. Michael King is going to the White Sox. Okay. I guess, guy. We do only have 38 players on our draft, so they're on our team, so we could possibly sign somebody in the Rule 5 draft if we wanted. And I am hoping maybe we can find a halfway decent reliever. Like this guy. Or Alex Lang. Either one. Take both of them. Uh, Lang is a former closer. And did he close last year for the... No, I don't know what he did last year. He's with the Toledo Mud Hens. Anybody else interesting? Because a 77 overall reliever will stay on the roster all year. Trust me. This will probably be our best reliever. Well, he is our best reliever, I think. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll take Dory Moreta, whatever. If Alex Lang doesn't get picked up, I will take him here. If not, then I'll move on. Yeah, okay. I'll take Alex Lang. I got to do something to fix our bullpen, and this is the most success we have right now. Okay. So we do get a couple of good players in the Rule 5 draft. That's nice to see. We'll see if maybe any of our... I don't know what it simmed forward to. Yes, I would like to stop. I don't know if it's going to do any good, but... No, I don't want Harrison Bader. I don't need him. Kyle Tucker is at a 43% to sign. I have 34.21 million to spend, so I don't know. He is waiting his sweet ass time. These three contracts are just so big. And no one else is really making that much. Walker Buehler is. So is Yoshida. You know, I could. This would give me a little bit more money to spend. Never mind, it's the first year of his contract. I can't do that. Okay, well, fine. For 5 million, sure. If you'll sign for that, I'll bring you in. Kyle Tucker is this close for us being able to offer him a contract. Contract decision from Kenley Jansen. He is coming back to Boston. So, okay. It wouldn't let me go fix it. Kyle Tucker is going to the Dodgers. How? How the fuck did he go to the Dodgers? Where do they get this money from? No, stop. Yes, offer contract. I'll give you a shit ton, gay. You're... How old are you? I don't know. There. Is that better? I need bullpen help. You would go a long way to that. I didn't get one of the top two closers, but he did close games for the Phillies last year. Oh. Yes. Oh my god. I keep hitting buttons. Sure, if it'll get you to sign, I guess. Contract coming in, he's going to the Cardinals. Okay. Yeah, whatever, guy. Yes, I would like to stop. Okay. Alright. What is your overall? 72? Sure, have a contract. I need some guys in the freaking bullpen. Oh, what do we have to work with? There's not. This is the top 150 free agents. Oh my gosh. Paul Sewald's still here. We do have a closer. I will let what's his face? The guy we picked up from Detroit, Alex Lang. I'll let him close. Well, hell, Joey Gallo's a pitcher, sorta. Just looking if there's anybody here that's interesting. Jake Bowers has got pretty good power. Kinda. Rob Refsnyder, who we traded away at the beginning of the year. Kyle Isbell. Matt Yastrzemski, who I believe went absolutely nuclear against us. Hunter Renfroe. He can't hit anymore. Would it be worth spending money on Zach Eflin? I don't think so. I think I need to fix the bullpen first and foremost. So, Andrew Kittredge, you've become target number 1. Take that off. Does this work? It does. Okay. Ready? Yes. Yes, you do feel a positional need. Okay. Any of these very interesting? We saw the big ones, I think. I kind of screwed up there and went through a bunch of simulation that I didn't necessarily need to do. Matt Strom, we lost. Jose Leclerc goes to the Brewers. Kyle, that pisses me off. That pisses me off to no end. We did get Kenley Jansen back. Woo. Kyle Schwarber went to the Yankees. That's also a very Yankee signing. Okay, so Andrew Kittredge. What type of a contract is he looking for? 4 years, $23.4 million a year. Gregory Soto. Yep, we'll put you up there too. And I guess. But it almost feels like that almost feels like a signing just for the sake of signing somebody. We didn't really need a whole lot. It's just frustrating. Yes, he's got a 90% motivation to sign. Okay, he should sign that. Thank you. All right, Gregory Soto. He has a 91% motivation to sign. Take it or leave it. All right, Gregory Soto. Here you go. Sign, please. Yeah, no, there are good. There not. There are bad feelings. I literally could not get your motivation any higher. Okay, Hunter Harvey is coming to the team. Okay, we've got a full 40 man. I did okay. Coming into the offseason, I really did think we had a shot at Kyle Tucker. It ended up not being so, but okay, let's look at what is our relief situation like? 77, 76, 75, 72, 72. Slayton was the only one that was here last year. Oh, and Adams, he was here. Closers, Alex Lang and Kenley Jansen, Liam Hendricks. I think it's better. It's not great, but it's better. I do think we need to try and make a move for somebody's closer. So what we're going to do is see if anybody's got an extra. They're worse off than we are. Was John Durant even closing games for them last year? He wasn't. He's not under contract, though, so I can't trade for him. Okay, I would take either one of their closers. We'll wait till spring training. Yes. Okay. Free agency. You know what? Sure. Sure, whatever. That's fine. Remove him. 22.49 available to spend. I'm just gonna use it on relievers at this point. And I don't know if there's anybody else. We offered on Paul Sewald, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and offer on Shelby Miller. And then who do they have in the recommended free agents? It's all pitchers. They know we have a problem. Cal Quantrill's kind of interesting because he's been on some bad teams. But Herman Marquez is kind of that's a guy that I'd like to see away from Colorado. So I don't know if it makes sense for us, but if he'll sign for cheap enough, I'll give him a. Okay. What about other positions? There's no closing pitchers in the top 100. The best one is a 67. He pitched for the Rangers this year. I really think there's anybody else that I need. Why didn't you retire? His power went way down. He hit 12 home runs. So shoutouts to him, I guess. Randall Grichuk, Michael A. Taylor. Yeah, there's just not dudes here. Travis Jankowski. That's a dude right there. Andrew McCutcheon. I love Andrew McCutcheon. He is just taking a hit. Damn, okay, Travis. Big Travis Jankowski fan. 2023 hit 1 home run for the Rangers, and I kind of think that might have been in the playoffs. Jason Hayward's still here. I don't know that it's worth another starting pitcher. I'm going to just go forward with these dudes and then see what it's like from there. Okay. Yeah, 95% motivation to sign with us. Okay, they sided with Romy Gonzalez, Cutter Crawford. Oh, they sided with us. Okay, cool. Sided with us on that, so that was cheap. Brendan Bernardino. He's still not making that much. Abraham Toro. Okay, I don't know why he's making so much. Oh, okay. They for some reason sided with us. That doesn't make any sense. $4 million for Jarren Duran this year. He is a 90 overall. I don't know why Tristan Casas is making more. I'll take it. Connor Wong. I was gonna say I'm gonna be pissed if he didn't sign with us after his agent approached us. Okay. Okay. Yep. Let's see where we're at with Mr. Andrew Chafin. No, I'm good. I know he wants to sign here, but yeah, they'll work. Okay. I don't really know what that means. I guess I'm making too. I guess it's paying people too much money. I don't know. Okay, no available players on that. See if Herman Marquez signs. Zach Eflin goes to the Guardians. He was the last really big free agent domino to fall. Marquez has decided that he is going to come to Boston. I'm gonna say it's got to beat the hell out of pitching at Coors. Yeah, I don't. Yes, that's fine. Okay, Sim 2 spring training. No. All right, well. So I would call that off season a very meh. Herman Marquez is here. I don't know if he's gonna start, if he's gonna be in the rotation or not. The only thing that will tell will be uh spring training. Here's our bullpen going forward. Dory Moretta, who we got in the Rule 5 draft. Justin Slayton, who was with us last year. Andrew Kittredge, who we got from Baltimore. Paul Sewald, who was with us last year. Austin Adams, who was with us last year, but I don't think he ever pitched in the majors. He did not. Well, congratulations. You've been promoted. Hunter Harvey, who we got. His agent approached us. Brendan Bernardino, who was with us last year, but I don't know what he'll end up doing. And then as far as closing pitchers go, Alex Lang will be the closer unless something changes. Kenley Jansen is here. is back here. He was their closer in 2023 and 2024. We've also still got Liam Hendricks, who didn't do anything for us last year. He's 2 saves, 7 blown saves, and 18 holds. That's kind of a weird stat line, but okay. Catchers, we have Connor Wong and Blake Sabol. They're going to be the ones on the opening day roster. Ethan Salas is still not ready, so he's going to stay in AAA. Tristan Casas will be our first baseman. I've already discussed that Christian Cable is going to make the opening day roster. Alex Bregman will be moving over to third. Rafael Devers is here. He will be mostly DHing for us. Play some third, but not a lot. His fielding's just actually it's okay in this game. Abraham Toro is back. Shortstop, we have David Hamilton, who I do believe will be the starter going forward. I don't think Marcelo Mayer will overtake him, and I don't know if he'll make the roster or not. Duran and Yoshida are here. Rafaela is the starting center fielder. Roman Anthony will be on the roster opening day. Wilyer Abreu is the starting right fielder. Now, we do have the potential. We may, if Anthony starts being really, really good, we may move Rafaela to shortstop or possibly second base because I think he can play there too. He can. He can play both middle infield spots. So that's a possibility for him as well. But he's a really good fielder, so either of those positions would be fine. So that's how we're looking. Now, before we get into spring training and all this, let's look at the prospects list. So, as you can see, Roman Anthony is the number 1 prospect still in the majors. He is expected to make his major league debut this year, which, yes, Tommy Dugan was the guy we looked at in the draft. He is number 2. Dan Hurd. I don't know if we looked at him or not. He's probably already gone. Clifford Horton. Walker Jenkins is, I imagine, will be up with the, well, I don't know. He's actually not that good. Rob Velasquez was in the draft. Alfredo Ramo is the number 7 prospect in baseball. He will be not up with us till 2030 because he's a 53 overall. They view him very highly. Somehow view him better than Luis Rodriguez, who was our first pick. He is the number 9 prospect. Will be with us sooner rather than later. Mark Harris was another guy we looked at. And really it kind of came down to him and Rodriguez. I think we had a better decision. Maury Lynn, William Haw are 14 and 15. Again, not scheduled to make their debuts till 2030. Christian Campbell is number 18. He's actually gone down in his prospect ranking. But he is expected to make his MLB debut this year, which is correct. Marcelo Mayer is 29, also predicted to make his debut this year. And do we have anybody else? Has Ethan Salas fallen that far? Okay, he is 51. So he's fallen pretty far. They figured he'll make his debut this year. And I do think there's a very real possibility that we replace Blake Sabol with him. But he's going to have to show me a lot in the minors. So I would say we've got a pretty highly ranked farm system. We got 3 guys in the top 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys in the top 100. So that's pretty good. Plus these other guys. So there's the top 20 by position. Alfredo Ramo is the number 4 pitching prospect. Rodriguez is 6th. Lynn is 7th. And I'm guessing Haw is 10th. Yes, he is. Okay. Relief pitcher. Who's got good relief pitching prospects? It's kind of weird. Closer. Not us, unfortunately. Ethan Salas is still the number 2 catching prospect. What's crazy is this was definitely a guy that was taken last year. Ethan Salas has been around. This is like his 3rd year being on a roster. Xavier Isaac kind of needs to shit or get off the pot. You think it'd be good or don't? Christian Campbell is the number 2. I don't know really if Dugan has already got major league level left-handed contact. Like that's perfectly fine. Power not really there, and he's missing a lot of the other stuff too. So I don't know. Campbell fielding is fine, and his hitting is good enough. So looking at our contract extensions that we've got right now, I'm seeing a couple of guys that we're gonna want back. And I bet if we go look at salaries, it's going to tell you that Alex Bregman is probably pretty close to being a free agent. It's here somewhere. Is it under budgets? Budget? Yeah. So Bregman has this year and next year, and he will be gone. Devers actually making pretty cheap money. Crochet too. We will be looking to lock him up long term though. Walker Buehler, this is going to be his last year. Yoshida, I don't anticipate re-signing. Brain Bellows kind of making a lot of money. Raphael, I think that contract is going to work out really well for us because he's already an 80. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Then there may be some other guys I'll try and get to pretty cheap deals if I can. Like, what does Casas want? Yeah, actually, I was probably better off offering him one last year. All right, well, Jarren Duran is locked up. That's kind of a weird way to end the episode, but I wanted to. We made sure of that. So, Jarren Duran, who's probably going to end up being our best player by the end of the series, is signed long term now. There was our. Oh wait, let's do one more thing. Because our bullpen has actually gone up to 18th, so we did do some work to improve it. What are we actually ranked overall? 10th. We've gone up in that department. I think a good closer would go a long way. Who was I looking at? The Mariners. Mariners. They got 2 good closers. What would it take to get him? I don't think I can trade Walker Buehler. I cannot. Okay. Damn. How about Quinn Priester? Doesn't say what they're seeking. He is 27. He had 43 saves last year, and he has got crazy speed, and he's locked up for several more years. Matt Brash wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. He's basically just Andres Munoz's setup guy. So we'll trade him for Quinn Priester. Almost. Wait a second. Instead of doing Quinn Priester, these guys are probably actually valued a little bit higher. Never mind, no, they're not. Their overall is killing them. Okay, fine. Quinn Priester and old dude here. They value him a lot for some reason. Okay, let's do this because that will free up a roster spot too. Quinn Priester, sorry you never got the chance here, but my starters are kind of already set, and you're gonna be out. I'm afraid, sir. So let's make the trade. Matt Brash, welcome to Boston. You are now our new. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. That was probably incredibly loud. Knocked my mic over. And look, now we're fifth ranked because we have a competent closer. It's crazy. Not all of those guys are gonna make the. Who the hell is? Where's Gary Crochet? There he is. Okay. Alex Lane. No. Yeah, that's probably about it. I wouldn't mind. Marquez getting some. So Weissert is not going to be on the roster. Or yeah, I don't think Perales will be either. So it should be Moretta, Brash, Kittridge, Seawald, Slayton, Alex Lang, and then we'll see from there. I don't know where else we're going to go. But that is going to do it for the offseason episode of Red Sox franchise. I did what I could. We tried. You saw me. But I can only do what they let me do. And the people didn't want to come. So I do think our bullpen is better, and that was really a big issue for us. Um, we didn't really need Kyle Tucker, but like, I'll be damned if I wasn't going to try and get him. But anyway, you guys, in the next episode, we will get through the spring training and we'll get the roster set up for year number 2. Hopefully, I'll try and get through the season a little bit faster than we did before. Um, I think it ended up being 11 episodes for year 1, 2 of those being playoff episodes. So maybe we can cut that in about half. But we'll see. But I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Friar Chuck saying bye bye.